Mental Health Hygiene, the Daily Practices That Change Your Brain by Dr.A, Part 1, The Case for Mental Hygiene.
Hi, this is Dr. A. Today, I will talk about mental health hygiene, the daily practices that change your brain. Every day, you brush your teeth, not because they hurt, but because you want to prevent pain. You wash your body, not because you are covered in dirt, but because cleansing is care. You eat not just to satisfy hunger, but to sustain your energy and mood. But when do you care for your mind that way? When was the last time you cleaned your thoughts, stretched your emotions, or nourished your spirit before it reached a breaking point? We live in a world where the brain is constantly absorbing news, noise, pressure, expectations. Our thoughts loop. Our nervous system stays on high alert. We carry emotional residue from yesterday's arguments, last week's disappointment, and childhood wounds. And we think this is normal. But what if I told you your brain also needs brushing? That just like plaque on teeth, stress builds up until it becomes anxiety, burnout, or even depression. That without daily rinsing, your mental landscape becomes foggy. That your peace is not a mystery, it's a muscle you can train. Mental health hygiene isn't therapy. It's the foundation therapy builds upon. It's the difference between surviving and thriving. It's the intentional act of tending to your emotional well-being the way you tend to your physical health. And yes, neuroscience backs it. Daily practices like mindfulness, gratitude, grounding, breath work, self-reflection, and movement don't just make you feel better, they actually change your brain. You are not stuck with the mind you have today. In this video, we will explore the science behind small habits with big impacts. You will learn daily mental hygiene rituals that are gentle, accessible, and powerful. Whether you are healing from trauma, navigating daily stress, or simply searching for a deeper connection with yourself, this journey is for you. Because brushing your mind shouldn't wait until you are in crisis. It should be something you do with love every day.
Part 2, Why Mental Health Needs Daily Care.
The mind is a quiet collector. It stores the harsh words you heard yesterday, the email you did not reply to, the fear that whispered to you at 3 a.m. Like dust on a shelf, it builds up slowly until you wonder why you feel heavy, scattered, or numb. This is the emotional residue of an untended mind. We wouldn't let dirty dishes sit for weeks, but we let emotional clutter pile up for years. Inside your body, the nervous system works like a security guard, constantly scanning, is this safe? Is this dangerous? When it senses threat, real or imagined, it activates your survival response. Heart rate rises, breathing gets shallow, muscle tense. This is called sympathetic activation, fight, flight, or freeze. But here is the twist. Your nervous system does not know the difference between a physical trigger and a psychological stressor. To your body, a deadline, a breakup, or even self-doubt can feel like danger. This is why daily mental health care matters. It teaches your body, I'm safe now. You can rest. Let's go deeper. Your nervous system has more than one gear. According to polyvagal theory by Dr. Stephen Porges, we live between three states: sympathetic, where we feel stressed or threatened; ventral vagal, where we feel safe, connected, and grounded; dorsal vagal, where we shut down or numb out. The goal of mental hygiene isn't to never feel stress. That's unrealistic. The goal is flexibility, the ability to come back to calm when the storm passes. Daily rituals like breath work, gratitude, or movement help your nervous system return home. Now, here is the magic. Your brain is constantly rewiring itself. Every thought you repeat, every emotion you entertain, every action you take, it's building a pathway. Neuroscientists call this neuroplasticity. In simple terms, neurons that fire together, wire together. So the more you practice stress, the better your brain gets at being stressed. But the more you practice calm, compassion, and clarity, the more your brain chooses those paths on its own. Your brain has an autopilot mode called the default mode network. It turns on when you are not doing anything focused. It's the voice that replays the argument from last week or whispered fears about next year. Without intentional hygiene, the default network loops negativity. But with mindful practices like meditation, journaling, or even breath counting, we can interrupt that loop, reset the story, and come back to the present. Mental hygiene is not about perfection. It's not about avoiding stress. It's about returning to yourself. Just like a home needs daily tidying, your mind needs regular tending. Not only to feel better, but to become better wired for peace.
Part 3. The Daily Mental Hygiene Toolkit.
Now, we understand why your brain needs brushing. Let's explore how to do it. I call this your mental hygiene toolkit. Simple practices you can do daily to reset, rewire, and return to yourself. Think of your brain like a garden. Every day, you are watering something. The question is, are you watering your weeds or your wildflowers?
Morning hygiene. Set the GPS.
Mornings are like programming your GPS. You wouldn't drive without knowing where you are headed. Mental hygiene starts by setting intention. A 2-minute affirmation like, I'm calm, I'm capable, I'm safe. A few deep breaths. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. A moment of visualization. Seeing yourself move through the day with grace, like watching a movie that ends well. It's cognitive priming. It's not just woo-woo. Research shows that intentional thoughts change how your brain filters reality, like programming your reticular activating system to find what aligns with your goals.
Midday hygiene, empty the cup.
Now, by midday, your emotional cup starts filling. If you don't pause, it spills. Your irritation, forgetfulness, self-doubt, they may come from that. So, around noon, take a moment to check your emotional dashboard. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What does my body need? Is this mine to carry, or did I absorb it from others? This is introspection, your brain's ability to read your internal state. Naming emotions lowers amygdala activation. That's not poetry, that's neuroscience.
Evening hygiene, dishwashing for the mind.
Now, the day is over, but your mind is still full. Replaying a conversation, regretting a reaction, or planning tomorrow's survival strategy. Write down 3 things you are grateful for. Journal a brain dump, uncensored, uncategorized. Say one kind thing to your inner child. This clears your mental sink. Just like physical clutter drains your energy, so does unprocessed thoughts.
Micro habits for anytime reset.
These are your portable practices. Use them when you feel dysregulated during the day. Number 1, splash cold water or hold on ice cube. Vagus nerve reset. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding. Name 5 things you see or you can touch, and so on. Put your hand on your chest and say, this moment is hard, but I'm here for me. These are not distractions. They are signals to your body. It's safe to calm down now. Like whispering to your nervous system, I've got you.
Bonus tools, movement, nature, and connection.
Sometimes mental hygiene isn't quiet. It's dancing. It's a walk outside with sunlight on your face. It's talking to a friend who reminds you who you are. Movement increases BDNF, like fertilizer for your brain. Sunlight resets your circadian rhythm. Safe connection boosts oxytocin and co-regulation. Mental hygiene isn't always quiet meditation. Sometimes it's crying, sometimes it's laughing out loud, sometimes it's saying no and protecting your peace. Whatever you choose, it's not about doing it perfect. It's about doing it daily. Thank you.